Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books. Well, you know, I also cover a lot of Warner Brothers Discovery news. And today we're talking about how the woke media at Hollywood Reporter is lying about Black Adam's box office report. What? How is it even possible? Box office records are actually published. Like, it's public. There's no way you can tell people that the box office is lower than it actually is. You can't go and say that Black Adam only did a disappointing so-so 27.7 million, when it's not true. Because you could easily click on another website and see how much it actually did this weekend. Black Adam is actually up to $250 million, including domestic and international. So worldwide, $250 million. That makes it look like it is getting into that $600 to $700 million range altogether. At about $600 million, roughly, it's totally break even on theatrical. And of course, they're going to sell it a lot of other places. They'll make their money back plus more money. But that aside, how is it that Hollywood Reporter is doing this? If you look at Deadline, it says Black Adam muscles up to $250 million global through sophomore frame, which is just to mean the second week. So, how are they doing that? Let's get into this first article. Before we do, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up when you like it. You guys have been great. The channel is doing great and growing. I really appreciate you sincerely. Okay, The Hollywood Reporter, what are they saying about Black Adam? And again, it's $250 million worldwide as of the second week. Box office, Black Adam leads so-so Halloween weekend with $27.7 million. Dwayne Johnson's superhero pick fell off more than expected in its second outing. Oh, did it? Okay, well, we'll double check that. While the reverse is true for Ticket to Paradise at the specialty box office. Till led Armageddon Time and Call Jane both struggled at their openings. DC and Warner Brothers' Black Adam had no trouble topping the Halloween weekend box office, although the superhero pick dropped more than expected considering it had little competition. But this is not true. The film earned an estimated $27.7 million from 4,402 theaters in its second outing. That's a drop of 59%, one of the biggest declines for a film starring Dwayne Johnson in a lead role, excluding the primary Fast and Furious franchise. Wait a minute. But again, it's not a 59% drop. It's not 27.7 million. That's not the correct number. Now, later they'll say, nonetheless, the movie raced past 100 million at the domestic box office on Saturday. So how is 27.7 plus 67 million, which he did last weekend, how does that add up to 100 million? It doesn't. This article was originally written on Saturday and wasn't updated conveniently. I mean, today is October 30th, so you would think that this is current. So, I mean, they sort of are in the movie business. Now, it's current enough that they can tell you that, yeah, Saturday and Sunday it's projected to finish with domestic cume of 111 million. But if this was accurate, how would you add 27.7 plus 67 and get to 111? It's not accurate. It's not accurate. So, in Deadline, they show you Black Adam muscles up to 250 million global through sophomore frame. Deadline explains Warner Brothers' new line DC's Black Adam in its second offshore frame saw a strong hold, which is to say it held its numbers. It did well for the second week, down just 45%. And it had 39 million from 76 offshore markets to take the running international box office total of 139 million international for a global cume through Sunday of 250 million. And here it is on Box Office Mojo. It says 250 million. And both Hollywood Reporter and Deadline accurately got this $111 million gross correct. But Hollywood Reporter chose not to update this. I don't know what it was they were doing. It's still live on their site. It's early evening Sunday where I am right now, and talking about how the movie had bigger drop off than expected, which is it's just not true. While superhero movies are typically front-loaded, where there's a number of Black Adam markets that only saw slight drops, school holidays helped in parts of Europe. Among the standouts are France, off 19%, so that's very good from one week to another. Netherlands off 25%, Germany 27%, and the UK 38%. They did amazing in the UK, apparently. It's a smallish market, but still substantial. The Dwayne Johnson star continued to rank number 1 in 60 overseas markets, including France, Germany, Brazil, Spain, UK, Australia, Indonesia, Taiwan, Brazil, and Mexico. In IMAX, it added $2.3 million in an overseas haul this session for an offshore cum of $8.2 million and $18 million global in the format. So, I don't know what their explanation is. I know that they run these kinds of other articles. I've covered this before. Hollywood Reporter has this slam piece and hit piece on Warner Brothers Discovery going back to September, where they were saying that Discovery has big problems and there are bigger problems than its DC search. In the meantime, they already did pick their DC heads, but they hadn't at the time. But they have here these past due notice bills in their illustrations as if Warner Brothers Discovery is overwhelmed by the debts that they have. None of their debts are unpaid. All of their debts are current. In fact, they had $58 billion when the merger took place in April 2022, and by the end of August, it was $6 billion down that they had already paid down of the debt. Nothing is past due. None of the debt is overwhelming for Warner Brothers Discovery. But again, this is a woke outlet that is not in favor of how Warner Brothers Discovery is running their business, which includes a massive number of layoffs, and also a whole reconfiguration of the diversity, equity, and inclusion department that really just makes it a lot less important in their business decision making. Now it's there for recommendations rather than controlling the production of all of their content and controlling their hiring processes. So Hollywood is not happy. So, they also mention in this article how it's probably going to be sold. They spoke to some other executives that told Hollywood Reporter. Obviously, they went and collected those reporters that would make those statements saying, oh, the company is going to be sold. They're not even going to continue in business. All of this just to attack the company, which to me is, pretty ridiculous. If you also remember, we covered this, Woke Media Panic, where this article in Forbes popped up and said Warner Bros. Discovery can't succeed by making superhero movies just for the fans, which of course is completely ridiculous. The guy tries to make the best argument that he can, but he says in here well, you can't just make movies for the fans. You've got to basically make them whatever, more woke. You've got to make them more like Marvel. You got to Marvelize Warner Bros. Discovery, or it's not going to be making any money on its films. There's just no way they can do business. Well, obviously that's ridiculous. Obviously it's the core fans that go and spend the money and create all the buzz and all the word of mouth and all of this soulless junk that Marvel has been doing, and all of this stuff with taking male superheroes and turning them into female superheroes, killing the brands that Marvel's been doing. This is not going to happen at Warner Bros. Discovery. They're just focused on making money. So now they've got $250 million that they've generated worldwide so far on Black Adam. I'm going to predict, and I don't have the inside information. What can I tell you? It just looks kind of numbers wise that they'll probably do $600 million to $700 million. It all depends also, like when Black Panther 2 comes out and they find that there really is no Black Panther character featured in the movie. Are dads going to take their kids to go see, a woman-centric movie that used to be a male property, Black Panther? I mean, are they going to? I don't know. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. You guys have excellent comments, and I do try to read on every one and comment on as many of them as I can. So let me know what you think of all this. I do want to know what you think. I don't know. Maybe there's an innocent explanation for why Hollywood Reporter is telling the entire industry that read Hollywood Reporter that Black Adam is off more than it was. That it actually, they're saying it was a drop of 59%. Thor: Love and Thunder was a drop of 68%. So obviously they're doing better than the Marvel drop off. I think they're doing just fine. But again, tell me what you think of that in the comments below. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up when you like it. And I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.